is Frances, and I wanted to share with you some of the projects I made using Regal Winter Designer Series papers from Stampin' Up. So I wanted to show you, I love this paper, I love the textures and the rich colors. So this is the back, and I just love this pattern. So I use this in Wild Wheat to create mats, photo mats for my pictures. Now, if you're wondering where these came from, it's from Autumn Expressions die, and I used, of course, these pieces. All right, to make the purse and the chains right here. Now, the really cool part is, for this part, these are the negatives. So these are the inside pieces, and they nestle beautifully inside. Now the titles I made using Cricut Design Space. My plan is to use some vintage photographs to put them in here, so that is my intention. Now for these, I decided to make a little hidden tags, and I did use one of my favorite dies called Greetings of the Seasons, and I use this small piece right here for these. Okay, and let me share with you my next layout. Oops, the other way. Okay, so I decided to use my 8.5 paper, cut it down so it's 8.5 by 8, and I tilted it and put it directly onto this pattern paper, and that's the one with the red background. Okay, and then for this one, I use the red background, but they have like this image duplicated and just with a different colored background. So what I did is I took it and I cut it into a square, and I cut that right down the middle. So I took it, turned it on its side, and then trimmed it, and then glued it down. These are black mats. These will fit 4 by 3 pictures, and this should fit a 5 by 7. Now for the title, I did use it from Cricut Design Space, and this is what I've just wanted to share with you. Look at your stash. Look at what kind of dies you have, so you can also incorporate it into new products. So I went through my stash, and I did find some old Stampin' Up product called Chick Dies, and I like it because it has a lot of images that I can use all year round. So I did use this particular one here for these solid leaves, and then for the other ones that are open, I used these bottom ones. Okay. Now, if you're wondering where the pumpkin and the maple leaves came from, they were actually retired, of course, close to my heart mini dies. This is the maple leaf, that's what it's called, and this one's the pumpkin. So you can't purchase that anymore. However, I did, like I said, I went through my stash to find some really cool leaves. The thing I did with this one though is that I cut this out, just the way it's shown here, but then I left the negatives right behind it. You see that? Same thing over here. Okay, so I did the negative and then I left this solid in the background there. So that was pretty, I thought that it came out really nicely. So that's here. And then again, I'm going to put some fall pictures. I'm going to take some pictures for the fall and for Halloween and Thanksgiving. I can just use that layout. Last but not least is I made this lovely card for you, okay, using the Rustic Crates stamp set, okay, and same pattern paper from Regal Winters. This is the back of it, okay, and this is wild wheat. So I made the card base wild wheat, used the pattern paper, pecan pie for the mat. I did put some foam on it to make it three-dimensional. I also stamped this crate here, also on pecan pie, and then I colored it in with the alcohol blenders. For this, I stamped this in on this exact white, basic white cardstock, and then I colored it in pumpkin and daffodil and mossy metal alcohol ink blends. Okay, this I stamped in mossy metal, and here's the sentiment. For the border, I did second generation stamping. So I used this image, just the tips. And what I did is I stamped it first on a scrap paper and then stamped it directly onto this cardstock without re-inking it. So it gives it a little bit of a ghosting look, which I wanted. And the inside, I white cardstock with this sentiment. Every day with you is better. I think it came out really adorable, and I hope you enjoy these projects. If you want to know the dimensions of or the list of all these products, please check out my blog at francisames.com/paper crafting. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, we'll do more fall crafts.